Welcome back to another episode of Fully Stoked Podcast. I am your host, Sarah Stokes, and Cody's not with us today because I'm here interviewing two fabulous ladies once again. This is for our Powerful Women of Impact series, and you guys are going to be really excited because we have Mercy Crawford here from Ghana, and we have Susan Sganga here, and she is a longtime Union County native. So if you've lived in Union County, you do know Susan Sganga and the Sganga family. Welcome, ladies. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you being here. We have a lot to dig into today, so stay tuned because this one is going to be really good. You're going to hear about some really cool stuff. Empowering education, Atuna School Project, and this is part of Charismata Steward Ministries that Mercy Crawford is the director of, right? Founder and director of. So we're going to learn all about that. But let me just introduce myself in case you haven't been watching Fully Stoked Podcast. My name is Sarah Stokes. I'm a senior mortgage loan originator with Sarah Stokes Home Loans and Coast to Coast Mortgage Lending. That's what I do by day. I love helping people with all their home financing needs, purchasing and refinance. But what I really like to do is within our community. So I live part-time in the Asheville area, Western North Carolina, and part-time here in the Charlotte area. And I travel a lot. So I know a lot of people, different places. I love to interview people, different places. And there's expertise, knowledge, and just information that we need to share among ourselves, right? So usually I'll have an entrepreneur on here, maybe a business owner, maybe a coach, someone like that. Today I have Mercy here and Susan, and this is such a worthy cause. I wanted to talk more about that, dig into it, and let all of you know what is going on in the world in Ghana, and how Mercy lives here in the outskirts of Charlotte and is helping children and people all the way in Ghana, and Susan too. So thank you, ladies, for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
But today we're going to talk about Mercy's journey from Ghana to the United States, the reality of poverty and what it truly takes to overcome it, the mission behind Charismata Steward Ministries, and how everyday people can make a real impact on lives of others. And that means you, everyday people. Mercy, why don't we start by just introducing you? And just, your name is Mercy Crawford, and you have not always been in Union County, North Carolina. You were born and raised in Ghana throughout your childhood. And when you were an adult, you moved to the United States. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Tell us a little bit about what it was like. Where were you in Ghana and when you were growing up? Just a little bit so that people can kind of know.
Thank you, Miss Sarah. God bless you for bringing us here today, especially me, for people to hear my story. I thank you very much. I was born and raised in Ghana, West Africa. I'm from a rural area called Wenchi, which is Ahafo region. And that area, I wasn't even living in Wenchi town. I live in a small town called Jensuso. And Jensuso is close to Atuna, where I'm working at right now. And it's about 7 miles to Atuna from Jensuso. And so that is where my father's farming was. So we were farming over there. And it got to the point that my daddy gets sick. Seriously. My father has so much at that time, and I didn't even know that he was my father. I thought he was my grandfather because my sister raised me until he got sick, and then they brought me to them, and then I have to stay there. And then, there was nothing because of that sickness and diseases that he was going through at that time. So when he gets a little better, that he has to come home, everything that he has burn up. Okay. So coffee, cocoa farm, oranges, and all those things that my father has burn up. So
like with fire?
Fire. Because we couldn't take care of it.
Okay.
My mom too broke her arm, and with no doctors and stuff, it took too long to heal. So it was difficult, and I'm the seventh born. So
seventh born.
Yeah, so I'm the last one of children of 7. Okay. And so it was difficult at that time, but I have to cook. I have to make things to feed me and my mother, and then support my sister's school. And so it was difficult. And they let me stay home. They didn't let me go to school no more until I became around 12.
Okay.
And then I have my breast and stuff. And I cried to go to school because I didn't want to stay home like that. So that's so good. I end up going to school, even though I was bigger than all the students, the children. But yes, God helped me to go to school. And I was living in poverty. I have to go fetch for mangoes and go sell mangoes whilst I'm going to school, walking. School, I have to carry mangoes and sell them along the way, and then use that, keep the money, to pay my school fees. Because I don't have nobody who is going to pay that school fees for me.
Okay.
And then sometimes I go to the bushes and fetch sticks, dry, dead sticks.
Yes.
So firewood, and make, go and sell them, and then, make money to pay school fees. And my clothing was torn.
Yeah.
You can see, like I put pins and stuff, in my dresses, and then my shoes, flip-flop. But I have pin under the flip-flop so that it will hold it, that I won't, I will walk through it.
Right.
So I went through all this and got so good. I just finished the basic. I didn't go up anymore. Yes. So along the way, I traveled because I married to somebody who was educated, so my children's father. And so we traveled from where we are, the village, to a big town. And then, she was a principal to a secondary school. And so it was just, but I wasn't benefit from him.
Okay.
I was benefit from God.
Yes.
What God was giving to me, I started selling things. So
So you were an entrepreneur in Ghana. Okay. And the big city, was it in Ghana also?
Yeah, the big city was in Ghana. It's in Ghana. So we moved to a place close to Accra. And so I come from there to my hometown, where I'm talking about, when she decided, to buy maize and go sell. And then I sell yams. Ghana yam is big, so it's different from the one we have here. And so I sell them in big cars, like trucks. So that is what I was doing over there, beans in bags. And then later on, God helped me to get people to give me rice and sugar to sell. And I was doing that until I used that to open two big stores.
Wow.
So
I didn't know this about you. This is all new. So she came and spoke at one of our women's groups and told us a lot about her school in Atuna, and a little bit about all this. But this is fascinating. This is really wonderful. Okay, so you opened two big stores in Ghana.
Big stores. But unfortunately, something bad happened. Somebody just robbed me just like that, and it became like I have to start all over again.
Oh, no.
And through that God made me meet somebody to make me travel to United States of America.
So what I'm hearing is, like, even in a horrendous situation where someone robbed you of everything that you had built up,
in a year, that God brought me to here, to you.
So God was able to turn that into something beautiful.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you had you had mentioned to me that some children have to walk 5 miles to school in Ghana. Is that even still today?
Yes. 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 Even still today. And, if you look at it, it's like the world is changing. So all these things has to change, but not in different, some places. In Ghana, not only Atuna, so many places, children walk. Some of them cross a river and don't even cross it. They will die. Maybe rain or erosion and take them just like that. They don't know when it's going to rain. And so if the child cross that river and go to school and coming back and the river is so overflow, what is going to happen?
Oh.
She thinks she know where she's going.
Yeah. But the water sweeps them
So
away.
they're just different places in Ghana. There's a lot going on there. And especially right now that I'm talking about that we building school for a child. Where I told you my father's farm was.
Okay.
It wasn't like a town. It was house
Rural.
village. Yes.
Okay.
But now people live there and
Okay.
have their children there.
Okay.
These people don't come from that area. They come from northern region.
Oh.
So it's hard for them to work over there. You can't work and get whatever you need. So they have to travel. It's like refugee
Yes.
to those where I'm talking about right now. So they live there now to help the poor farmers. These farmers that don't have money to pay nobody, but they need help to do their farming.
Okay.
And so these people too don't have anything. So then they will come and help them so that little bit that they can get, they can eat from it. But nature makes somebody, you can't live when you about 20 years or 22 without having men or women in your life.
Sure.
So they marry. And then they have children. And then the children became poor and more poorer.
Yeah.
So they don't want to, children doesn't want to stay in the house with no school. So they try to go to school and the school is not anywhere near, close to them. So they have to walk. Some of them walk 7 miles because it's nearby villages, 5 of them. So Atuna is in the middle. And let me spell Atuna because we have big Atunas.
Okay.
We have one big Atuna, that is Twuna. That is Atuna where we are working.
Okay.
The other Atuna, the big one, is Tuna.
Ah.
Yes, so that big one, they have everything, police station and school and everything in the big Atuna, Tuna. But Twuna
Is where you're working.
Yes, that is where we are working at.
Okay, so let me just make sure I understand. So when you were growing up, it was very rural and your father had a lot of farms and there was not many people, not many people. But now a lot of people have moved from the north of Ghana to where you grew up, which was very rural, but now there are more people there and they just wanted a chance to eat. So they would work to eat at these farms.
Yes.
And then they would get married and have children. And now that there's a bunch of children there, but there's really not a lot of work.
No.
There's not a way to earn a huge living, but all these children are having to walk almost 7 miles in some cases to get to a school.
That's right.
Okay. So that's why you've decided to start the school.
Yes. I didn't even decided to do that because I wasn't trying to go down there, but my daughter, who was helping me with Charismata Steward Ministry in Ghana, I have it registered there 2017.
Okay.
Because when I came here, I saw love of God here. And when I was there, every Sunday, I give 1 big bag of rice and sugar, 100 kilo bags, and 100 kilo bag of rice, 100 kilo bag of sugar to a church that we were attending that time in Ghana. And then the pastor would share it to people who doesn't have food to eat that day.
Was that when you were there or is that when your daughters
were there with my children? Okay. So they saw what I was doing and that is their heart. That is what they do. They come home. If I'm not home and somebody is hungry, they will come and take everything in the house and go give it up.
What is all of your children?
Yes, all my children. They have that habit.
That's the way we should be. That really is the way we should, because I think God takes care of us when we have that giving heart, right?
Yes.
I mean, as evidenced by your story, and you'll hear more about her story. So that was in 2017.
So 2017, I was here. I came here 2001.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so 2017, because my daughter was helping me every time I sent something there to give away.
Okay.
And then we pay people's school fees. And then we pay in some people's hospital bills. And we were doing so much. My daughter was a teacher.
Wow.
And so we were doing so much. And then all of a sudden, cancer. And so when she got cancer,
your daughter,
my daughter.
Oh, no.
So when she got cancer and gets, healed from breast cancer, I was so happy.
Yeah.
And I never celebrate my birthday.
Yeah.
Never, ever. So I said, this year, because of her, I'm going to celebrate my birthday and celebrate her sources, And then when I got there, they called my youngest daughter called me and told me, no, it's not celebration today. Come. Because my sister is very sick.
No.
I went and then she couldn't talk to me.
Oh, no.
But she was the one that doing all this, giving things away, doing everything. And so I prayed to God to let her leave and let me go. But that didn't happen.
No.
So she told me she was going to heaven. And yes, she did. So I was going to show appreciation to people who came to her funeral from that area. And so my twins went to where we were when I was doing that farming and going to school and doing things there, my father's farming area. My twins, they went there to fetch for a coconut. And when they get there, that is where they saw that children have a regular school that started, like kindergartens.
So many children in need.
Yes.
So you're twins. So you had your oldest daughter died.
And
you were going to celebrate. You went there, but it was a funeral instead. Is that right?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. So
then your twins went to go get coconuts in the area where you grew up, and they saw all the children that were in need.
Yes,
little
and
kids.
then they came and told me, we don't have to go to Accra today. We were going to Accra that day from that village.
Okay.
But they told me I don't have to. I have to go there and see what is going on.
With the little children.
Yes. But, when my daughter passed away, I said, I'm not going to serve anymore. I'm not going to do anything anymore.
Sure, I'd be mad too.
And so, yes, they push me. And then in the morning, I get up that, let's go. So we drove. And along the way, we saw children walking from that village coming long way. And these children, some of them clothing were torn. Boys and girls took pictures and videos. The clothing just torn. You see their body. That, something is covering them just like that. The girls put apron cover themselves so nobody will see. And they are girls, nice, beautiful girls, and boys. I'm like, is that me seeing myself here? So I was debating in me.
Yeah.
So I went and saw them and then came back home. And then before I come back, we went to the village itself. And then I saw that people living in it's not tent, but it's trees that they have, put them together.
Right.
And, put their head, and there's no good water and dirty water, and people crawling on the floor like a snake, dirty. Then I said, Lord, whatever you want me to do,
whoa,
I will do it.
Wow.
And so that was the reason why I decided to do this again. And so I came and then went to Ground 40 and tell them what I saw. And Ground 40 helped me.
Okay, so Ground 40 is an incredible ministry, and I believe it started in Union County, right? Mm-hmm. And if you don't know about it, you should definitely look it up. I think I want to tell a little bit about what Ground 40 is, and I think that's how you guys got connected. Okay.
Yes.
Maybe help me. So Ground 40 was started by a gentleman.
Wesley
Keziah. He was I believe he was in jail or prison. He was in prison at that time. And so the ministry is, I think, for men that are coming out, transitioning out of prison back into life. They may be dealing with all kinds of things, right? Mm-hmm. Family issues, addiction, just changing their behaviors. And so I think Ground 40 takes them in as a place for these men to live, helps them to really rehabilitate. Really, like in prison, I'm not sure the rehabilitation really happens. I mean, it might. I'm not, if you work for the prison system, come on and tell us about it. But I think, so this is like holding the hands of these men who are out of prison so that they don't, go back into addiction and they don't make those same choices. And they actually live on campus. And I believe they have more than one campus now. They have two homes.
And halfway houses too.
And halfway houses too. So this is just from me observing over the last few years, I believe, so correct me if I'm wrong. Let's talk about Susan and her family. Her son is Matthew Sganga, and he and his wife had a wonderful restaurant. If you're from here, He's been featured in international, I think, magazines and national magazines, and he's won awards. He's an incredible chef. And so they decided to close one day, and everybody was shocked. Everybody in Monroe was very disappointed. People were coming from all over, not just Monroe. A highly sought after restaurant, delicious food. I suppose they just wanted to move on to the next chapter in their life. And at that time, I believe Matthew started helping with the ministry with Ground 40. And I believe he's very involved, even to this day.
12 hours a day involved. Yes.
Wow. You know, it's in his heart. So let me just say that again. He was a very successful chef, known all over the country, won awards, and decided to put that away. But I'm not sure why. It's none of my business. But now he's spending his time giving to this ministry called Ground 40. So Ground 40 is where Mercy, after she came back from Ghana, I suppose she was living in this area in North Carolina, and had heard of Ground 40 and went and talked to the men at Ground 40. And that's when what happened.
Yes. So when I went to them, because when I was going to Ghana, I have 2 containers to go and share to people. And so Ground 40 came, and, you know, they are the men that loaded the 2 containers in Ghana. So when I went and
containers,
40-footer containers.
Okay.
Yes. So yes,
got it.
Okay. So when my daughter passed away, you know, the container went to demurrage. So the government has to take it. But I didn't want that to happen, because I don't know how people are going to think about me. Maybe I took the containers to Ghana, people's things, House of Monroe, which is the closet. They gave me a lot of clothing and shoes. And then Manna from Heaven gave me a lot of shoes and clothing. And
so Manna from Heaven is the name of one of the ministries. And then the closet.
They are in Monroe too. They give away food and clothing and stuff like that. So the clothing, they give me some. The closet too gave me some clothing and shoes. I serve at the closet for almost 4 years now, like volunteer.
Yes.
Every Tuesday and Thursday.
Okay.
So their surplus, they gave it to me. You know, when it's turning to winter, they gave me all the summer stuff that they didn't give away.
Okay.
So I can't let it go like that. You know, I don't know what people are going to think about me. Like, I took it there and said the government has taken it whilst I have used it or something.
Right.
So I fought to get it, and I have to pay a lot of money to get it out. So I get it
back from the Ghanaian, is that how you say it? Government?
Yes, the government from Ghana.
Okay.
So I fought and then get it and then share it. And
you got it back?
Yes, I did get it. And so I share it. And, you know, so when this happened, I came and talked to them. They saw what I did. They knew that I wasn't going to do anything wrong.
Wait, the government?
No, I'm talking about here.
Oh, okay.
40 years.
Got it. Yes.
So I told them what happened to me. They knew it. Even they pay little money. So I said little money, some money to get it out too. They support me from that one too.
Yes. Okay.
And so I came and told them all this, like how I said it before. And they gave me money to go back, because they want to go and see these children.
Oh, wow.
And then see how we can help. But they want me to go first and talk to the, the leaders over there and see what they want and how they can help us.
Can I ask a question? So from what I understand, you're saying Ground 40 helped you. Is Ground 40 also wanting to go to Ghana?
Yes.
Oh, have they been yet?
Yes, they haven't. Oh. They just still,
working on it. Yes.
So I went, and then, I went to the king over there.
A king?
A king.
I didn't know there was a king. Wow.
Not the village. The king in Wenchi district. Wenchi is a big town.
Okay.
It's a huge town. It's a district.
Okay.
And so that district, that is where Atuna is.
Got it. Okay.
So I went and talked to the king, because the king owns all the land.
Got it.
So I went and talked to him, and he said, "Oh, God has heard my prayer.
Yes.
So I'm going to help you to help this children." So go and come back and tell me what you need. So we asked him for a land, and he gave us 10 acres of land.
Wow. He just gave you 10 acres.
Yes,
Wow.
yes. So in that area, so nobody can touch that land.
Okay.
It's for the school.
Okay.
So yeah, so we decided.
And now you're in the process of building.
Oh, yeah, this
You
is
have-
where we are now.
Let me see. Let's see.
Yeah, this is where we are.
So they are actively building foundations. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to get up closer a little bit later, but that's progress.
Yes.
There's definitely
And
doing
then
some things.
we have this one is dark, so that we build that can hold the building.
Yes.
And so now we have 3,700 blocks.
Oh, wow. I can see this on the computer screen.
3,700 blocks that can start the building itself.
Oh, wow. I'm going to bring this to the camera. Okay. So this is the picture.
Yeah.
This is sort of a daytime picture of what it looks like. They're building the foundation. They have some beautiful columns there. So they're actively working on the school. Is it going to be a residential school, or is this where the students come just to learn?
Yes, they will come and they won't stay in there.
Okay.
Everybody will come and learn and go back home.
Okay.
We have computers, computer room. We have, where
Oh, that's wonderful.
they can study how to make, businesses and stuff.
Those are the blocks for building.
Yes.
And then
how
this
to
is
make trade.
This is it's a little dark, but you can see there's some columns here, here, and here. They're working the foundation. So they're still in the process of building.
Yes.
Yes. So definitely, what do you need? Like if somebody wanted to give, what would it be?
Oh my goodness. We're building it block by block. And sometimes some churches, decided to give us $100 a month. And some people will get up and give us 100 or 220 or something, And so we have people that giving a lot of money,
Yes.
like maybe $1,000 a month.
Wow.
So that is what we are using to build block by block. So everything that anybody want to give, and we have, in our heart, that if somebody will get up, if any company will get up and say, this building, I want to build the whole thing. It's 6 unit classrooms.
6 unit classrooms.
Yes.
Okay.
And then 6 like apartment building for teachers.
Oh, so they can live on the campus.
Yes. You can leave the teachers somewhere. They won't come.
If they don't have a place to live.
And then there's no, cars coming there. So nobody will have transportation. And so if we do that, that will help the children to study better.
Makes sense.
Yes. Right? So if anybody will get up and say, hey, I'm ready to build this. Yes. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
And then their name is going to be there. Every block that anybody would do, their name is going to be there because we list everybody. It doesn't matter you give $10, $20, whatever you give.
Yeah.
We write it down.
Yeah.
So, whenever everything is done, everybody's name is going to be there.
Okay.
And so whatever anybody would do to support this, we just appreciate it already.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
So I just have questions about the future. So after the school is built and after you hire the teachers and have them come out, you'll need money to pay the teachers, obviously. So that'll be an ongoing cost. If people wanted to come and visit, if people wanted to come and contribute time or money in person, maybe that could be, is that an opportunity in the future?
Wonderful. That is what, even we were thinking
that's
ahead of time that somebody would say, let's go. When she is big town, they have very, very great hotels. They have places that even I can get some houses, big ones for people to live in comfortably. And then they will just show you love. Because that is how Ghanaians, they love people, but they're poor. So they can't give to you, but they can give you their time, their kindness, how they will show love to you,
Right.
you will appreciate it. So that is, Ghana. And I'm praying that somebody will hear us and just come with us and let's go.
Let's
And
go.
let the love of God show up to these children, because every child deserves to have a better place to live.
Okay, so you don't necessarily need shoes or clothes right now. You need
No.
more funding the building and
Yes.
building the building.
Yes.
And are you about halfway done or 25% way done?
We are not Susan. Can you?
10%? What do you think? 10%?
Yes, I think maybe 10%.
Okay,
It's
so you've got a good ways to go. I'm just thinking I need to connect you with a client of mine, actually.
Okay.
So remind me after this.
Thank
I'll
you.
I'll need to connect you, and then also another partner, a referral partner of mine, believe. Would you like to come and speak at like different churches and different organizations? Would that be something?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what we need to do is have you come and speak.
Yes.
Remind me to tell you about those two and connect you with those two.
Wonderful.
And so if somebody wanted to give, is there a website that they should go to
Yes.
give, or how do they do that?
We have our website is Charismata Steward Ministries.org. And when you get there, you click USA. Even if you get to Charismata Steward Ministry, that and the top, as soon as you open it, you have click here to donate.
Okay,
And
click
so
here to
when
donate.
yes, when you click it, it will take you to our bank information.
QR code.
QR
Yes.
code down.
Okay,
So you get to down bottom. That is where you will see click here to donate, and there you can donate, and it will come to our First Citizens Bank. Yes.
Okay.
And then if you want Zelle, my number is 704-13146. That is Zelle, and that will go directly to our First Citizen Bank.
Okay. And then, so my bank does not provide Zelle anymore. So there are some people out there who don't provide Zelle anymore.
Yes.
But I do have a question. So if they give, will they receive their year-end statement so they can put it on their taxes?
Yes.
Of course,
Yes.
because you are a organization, so they are absolutely a nonprofit organization. And I know that there are checks and balances, and so you'll be able to. I wonder, will they be able to follow it looks like you've got this online. That would be cool if they could follow the progress.
We have it there.
People are posting on Facebook
Yeah,
there.
Facebook. I was even showing something.
YouTube and Facebook.
Yes.
Yes.
So if you go there on that website, you will see YouTube.
All the
Yes,
links.
if you click the YouTube, you will see so many things that we have done.
Wonderful.
Yes, and we were even thinking maybe we have videos that it can show.
Yes.
That when babies passed away and I continue on share the things that I need to share. We went to a school, it's an orphanage.
Okay.
So we went there and gave away so many things. And so my son stood there for the student to thank United States of America, thank Ground 40, and thank House for Mongo, thanks Manna from Heaven, and thank you, Jesus. It was amazing. It's just beautiful.
So cool.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
A girl called Zoe. She go to school. She attend to Union Academy, and then she saw where Mavis was doing one pencil, one crayon, one chalk, and one stuffed animal to a child, and they were so happy, and they want to just grab everything. So, this girl came and saw the video from me when I came from Ghana. She saw the video and she said, "No, I want to do this." And so I want to use it as my school project. So she talked to the school, and then they called me. I went and booked pencils, leftovers. My goodness. So this trip, I took everything and we share it, I think about 4 or 5 villages. And this orphanage, the king came out
Wow.
The king
Yeah.
came and danced to show
Oh,
you
wow.
know, how he was appreciate what Zoe did.
Wow.
That was beautiful. And then
That's
some
incredible.
different villages the children saw when we put everything out there. They saw books and pencil.
Yes.
If you don't have strength, they will just push you down and come and get it. Because they never ever seen such a thing.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
That's incredible.
So it's
Susan, have you been there yet?
No, I've seen the video and it's
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah.
So, we just praying to God that this school will be done. And then, we can continue on giving things like school products to children all over.
So the biggest right now, the biggest need is really to get the school
Yes.
built, because it's nice. It is wonderful to give away the clothing and the school,
Yes.
all the extra things, but that's just almost temporary in some
It
ways.
doesn't answer nothing.
The school is going to be more of a permanent
Yes.
answer
Yes.
to the poverty problem. It's going to provide a safe place during the day for the kids to go to learn. It's going
Yes.
to empower them with education
Yes.
and move on in their life and,
Yes.
and
Yes.
move away from the area and not stay in that cycle of poverty
That's
that you're
right.
talking about.
That's right. That's right.
Amazing.
And one thing too is that, education will help those areas
Yes.
more than anything, because, they don't even understand what is dirty water
Okay.
and how to treat any water. If
Okay.
you talking to them about it, it's like you praying. They don't know. That is all they know to drink,
Okay.
and that making them sick.
Yes.
If I tell you how many people we did surgery when we went there back, how many people that we did, more than 15 in that village, more than 18 people,
Right.
and then children cannot even nerves problem, from brain, so
From the
and-
dirty water.
yeah.
Wow. So do they have wells? Are you going to be
They
digging
have
wells?
just one borehole, and that one borehole doesn't even come up. And look at these 5 villages and one borehole.
So
And
are the next steps to build some wells? Okay.
Yeah.
We need to build some wells, people. Yes, we need to build
Yeah.
school. We
We
need to build
just-
some wells.
we're just praying that, we know that there is this ministry called World Vision.
World Vision, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
World
yes.
Vision. I don't know where they are, but if we can get in touch of them, we know they build wells,
Okay.
so they can help them build the well. If we have to pay something, we will just, ask for help, and so, I don't know.
Do you know Melinda Willison? Do you know her? Okay, I need to connect you with Melinda too.
Yeah.
Melinda is really connected to a lot of
Okay.
worldwide ministries like that. So I don't know if she knows anybody from that, but that would
That would
be,
be wonderful.
when we finish up here, that would be a really good
Yeah.
one. So
Yes.
I had questions, but you answered them all.
I think
You did a great job. Yeah, you did more. Yeah, I guess I have a couple of questions for Susan. Tell me a little bit, like, how did you become involved with Mercy? Was your heart just overwhelmed and you just had to help?
Oh, yes. As she said, we met through Ground 40. My son actually is a pastor at Ground 40.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Does teaching and counseling. He and his wife do marriage counseling with some of the
Wow.
people there. So it's all discipleship and teaching them and helping them learn skills and trades like carpentry and things like that. Through Matthew, I met Mercy, and it was something the Lord did to set up our meeting each other and working together. And it's my great pleasure to be a part of Charismata.
Okay, that is wonderful. So your role is just almost when you came to the Union County Network of Women, you were just sort of helping her, just
I'm helping her.
she's an assistant. Where's your assistant? I love that.
And only in Ghana, though. We're doing here too. Here we give up clothing, and we share the gospel of God and encourage people. We're doing so much and feeding. Sometimes we feed hot dogs at Don Griffin
At the
Park.
park. Near the shelter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yes.
wonderful.
Then we talk to people, and then we try to help them to find a resource, because I learned that from Common Heart.
Common Heart.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Getting Ahead program.
Yeah.
Like I know
ahead.
that poverty is not, when you want to help somebody who is poor, the clothing and shoes are not only thing that they need. They need education
Yes.
to know how to get themselves out of where they are.
That's right.
So if you feed them all the time, then you're telling them, sit here, you're okay.
Yeah, but you got to teach them. Teach them the
Yes.
right.
Yes.
That's right.
Okay, so are you saying in conjunction with a Common Heart Ministry? Is that who you're? No, just by
No,
yourself.
I just went to school, their classes. So
Okay.
I graduate from recently.
Like getting ahead.
Yes.
Wonderful.
I graduate from there, from Getting Ahead program. And, they teach that. So it's kind of something that you're doing and they're implementing it for you to know that it's good to help people. It's good to let them know what to do for themselves to get out from where they are.
Right.
So that is what we are doing in more.
So not only does Mercy minister to people in Ghana, but she's also ministering to people right here in Monroe, Union County, the outskirts of Charlotte.
That's right.
That's incredible. You have quite a heart, and
thank you.
I know that God is going to bless and has already blessed you, but it's going to bless your ministry. Yes, this is wonderful. I will put in the summary all the links for everything, for your website, YouTube, and everything. You can go there and look at some of the videos. If you're interested in having Mercy and Susan come out to your church or small group or anything like that, I will also include email, right?
Yes.
I'll have an email.
Thank you.
And we'll get them in touch with you. And so, is there anything that you might want to share with the listeners before we wrap up? Anything at all that you can think of?
I just want to say how the Lord orchestrates things. Because back in 2021, I decided to get my Master of Public Health degree from Wingate University.
Wow.
No purpose in mind, really. And then things I learned there have been so crucial to us getting our message out, writing a business plan, because we want to minister to women, homeless women and children in Union County. It's kind of a two-pronged ministry, Ghana and here in Union County, but there's so much housing insecurity, so much need for support for women and children in Union County. So I'm thankful the Lord brought us together and he meshes and integrates everything so well. So it's a joy to see how he operates.
That is true. I can second that.
Thank you. And we thank God for him, for us to meet you at UNC.
Yes. You see now.
You see now.
Yes.
Yes.
If it wasn't that. So that is how God brings people. He brought us to your hands, to Susan.
Yes.
And she has been helpful to us in so many ways.
That's right.
Yes.
Making us have our
fashion
show, that building. It was amazing.
So Susan Volts she runs the Belk Mansion, and it is a venue. It's a beautiful venue. It is the old Belk family, their old home place in Monroe, North Carolina. It's a gorgeous mansion. And she also hosts like an Airbnb there, bed and breakfast. So if you were going to come and visit Monroe, that's the place to stay. And Susan is great. So she's hosted a fashion show.
Yes.
You're going to do this every year. You should do it annually.
It's just like the tariff now. Excuse me to say that. It make everything so expensive. That little clothing that we brought,
the authentic.
It was all the money that we paid. We couldn't afford, to do that.
Well, just thinking, you could have, how much would you say? How many outfits?
It was just about 20.
20.
Okay, so 20 outfits, and then plus, so the price of the outfits plus the tariffs. How much do you think all of that?
That was $80-something.
No, when they ship it, the tariffs.
And they ship it too?
Yeah. When they brought it to you, that is only that we paid.
Right.
But before, from Ghana to here, before it was 250.
It was
but when we find out, we were paying more than $2,000.
Wow.
So the clothing,
20 outfits.
20 outfits for clothing, and the shipment and stuff.
So
And
over
so
2,000.
Yes. So how much? Then we went to a program and we have to sell them. And somebody just get up and take one cloth and pay $45.
Doesn't
20,
work.
so 30. If you have that, how much are you going to get to pay?
Sure.
So then you lose.
So I see
yes,
that. So,
yes.
so what you would need is a sponsor to pay the 2,500 to get the 20 outfits here.
Yeah.
And then if you had, if you did a fundraiser dinner at the mansion, she would probably allow you to use it for nothing or you'd have to pay for the food. But you could have an auction maybe and invite certain people, get the word out. And if you could make 2,500, that would be helpful, right?
Yeah.
So if you can make 5,000,
but they won't come anywhere. No, we didn't get anything like
well,
that.
you need an event planner. Yes. You do need an event planner.
Maybe somebody would, like we were thinking about maybe making a varieties of food that people will come and taste, so we charge by plate. So
you could do that. You could do that. Yeah. So
we get event planner and somebody who can do that. That would be awesome.
So you could do that. You could have the women of the Union County Network of Women. We like to do community service events. So we could have that as a community service event.
Wow.
But we would need to raise the money. And so you'd need some donors to cover at least the 2,500 to get the 20 outfits here. And then a little extra for the food. And then you could have it, invitation. And
yes.
we could do this, ladies. We could absolutely pull it off. All right. So if you want to come to this dinner, please let us know because we're going to be planning it. We're filming this in April. I believe it's like April the 17th. And so this will be published, I believe, like the third week of June. And so we better get boogieing. Yes. We should do it maybe in the fall.
Hey,
that would be great.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you're interested, let us know.
Fabulous.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. This was so informative. I did not know very, very much of any of this. So it's a very worthy cause, and I appreciate your time, and thank you for sharing all of this. If you have any questions, reach out to any of us, and we'll let you know. And until next time, we'll see you. Stay fully stoked. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, let's do